I'm there talking and I was on mute this entire time. Well, let me go again. Welcome everyone to the live stream. It's Rain on the Charts or Alethea, however you refer to me. I know I haven't been on as I normally am. The end of the summer shenanigans, plus, things have been happening, but I am about to get back into gear, get back into action. And I'm taking things back today, and this will be good for new traders. Just a little tidbit that can help you when you need to decide, do I need to be looking for short positions or long positions? And we know a short position is when you think price is going down, you want to sell. A long position is when you think price is going up, you're going to buy. Let me just take a second to say hi to Althea and Mr. Dollar for joining us. And also, anybody out there in YouTube land, let me get my phone out so I can see what's going on. If anybody comments, I can see out there. So welcome to anybody who is watching silently on YouTube. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I go live most Sundays, and also what I'm doing here is I'm going over trading basics. I'm someone who's been trading, who's been learning for about 4 years now. And I just want to come on and share what it is that I've been learning. It's not as difficult as things may seem. So I just want to show people what I'm doing. So, if you've always wanted to, but have been a little nervous, you can take the first step and you do it in a demo account. So you're not really risking anything. And when you get comfortable, you can go on to the real thing. Now, before I get into currency strength, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I wanted to just address my challenge that I had been working on. If you watch my channel regularly, you will know that I've been working on a My Forex Funds evaluation. That's with a prop firm. There are several different prop firms. You can use whichever one you want. I just so happen to have been doing two with My Forex Funds. I passed phase one on one, and as I was working on phase two, I went ahead and paid for a second one. So I was doing two at the same time. And you know, life happens. So now both the US and the Canadian government have seized the accounts of My Forex Funds, their bank accounts. So they're not able to pay out to traders who passed the evaluation and are working with them. Actually, tomorrow, September 11th, they go to court. I don't have high expectations of them getting things back. I'm just counting my losses at this point. So if I hear anything otherwise, great, but I'm really not expecting anything different. So they go to court tomorrow, September 11th, for the US, I believe. And then later on in the month, they're going to court in Canada. But I think they've come to the end of the road. But there are other prop firms out there. Just do your research and find one that works best for you. So I just got that out of the way. So, you guys should know that I'm a scalper, and there are different types of traders. There are scalpers who are looking to get in and out within seconds or minutes. If the market moves fast, you can do that. There are day traders, there are swing traders. There are people who can be in a trade for an entire month or months. You have to decide what type of trader you are. And based on the type of trader you are, you're going to be looking at the market differently. So someone who is a scalper is going to be looking at a different time frame than a person who is an intraday or swing trader, right? So let me go ahead and share my screen. Right. So what I use when I'm trading to analyze is TradingView. And TradingView is a website, it is free. Anybody can just log on to tradingview.com, right? Now, there is the free version, but there's also the paid version. The paid version is going to give you access to added features, but the free version works just fine, right? Now, we're talking about currency strength, and we know that I always talk about Finviz and I talk about livecharts.co.uk. So when it comes to livecharts.co.uk, it's going to tell me what the strength of the currency is over the past 24 hours, right? So it's represented in bars. So here, when you look at this, you see USD has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. And let's say we were looking at USD JPY. JPY only has 1 bar right now. Do you see that, Althea? You can unmute yourself or you can press 111 in the chat to say that yes, you see.
Yes, I saw it.
Okay. So the more bars that a currency has, the stronger it is. So if we're looking at USD JPY and we want to know if we're going to buy or we're going to sell, we would just do some counting. It's like you go back to school. It's back to school time right now. So for all the little kindergartners, they're learning how to count, right? So that's basically what you have to do. You have to count the bars, and the more bars, the stronger. So currency pair, the first currency is the base. So USD would be the base, and JPY, the second currency would be the quote in the pair USD JPY. So if the first currency or the base has more bars than the second currency or the quote JPY, we will be looking for buys, right? So that's how you will use livecharts.co.uk to decide what the strength is, whether or not you're going to look for a buy or a sell. Now, when it comes to this site, it doesn't auto update. So you have to hit the refresh button to see what things are looking like currently, right? So every time you're going to do a trade, if you did your analysis and that's what the sentiment was, you still want to do a refresh because things can change. Like one moment, USD can have more bars, but things can change and JPY can have more bars 10 minutes later, right? So whenever you have your setup, when you're getting ready to actually take the trade, just hit refresh just to confirm that things really are exactly how it was when you initially were going to take the trade. Is that clear? And drop a 2 in the chat if that's clear for you guys.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Now, another site that you can use is finviz.com, and that's gonna tell me the volume. So to the left, we have the strong. To the right, we have the weak. Right? So, and USD is right in the middle. Right? So the further left, the higher the percentage, the greener it's gonna get. then the further right, the redder it's gonna get, right? So if I'm looking to trade, I'm always going to want to look for something that's really strong and something that's really weak. I don't, this has, the gold does not come into play here. I'm sorry. I know that you are a gold trader. I'm not a gold trader, and these tools I use, I don't see gold anywhere here. Um, but I'm getting to something that the next thing I'll cover will be more relevant to you, the gold trader. Okay, Mr. Dollar, so hold tight. So, but this site, finviz.com, it updates automatically. So you can see the currencies doing musical chairs, shuffling from one side to the other at any given moment, right? So I don't know why all of a sudden I feel a little bit dizzy. We're not dropping charts in the comment section now, please. Um, so here we see that the Canadian dollar is the strongest right now, and the Japanese yen is the weakest. So looking at that, Mr. Dollar, would you say you'd be looking for a buy for CAD JPY, or would you be looking to sell CAD JPY? A buy, exactly. Because CAD JPY, CAD as the base is stronger than JPY being the quote. So you can use either or, you can use both, you know, so, but you see it here as well. CAD has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. JPY just has one. So it's showing the same thing. If all fails, I really like to use livecharts.co. But this is what I use as a binary options trader. But if you're a forex trader, you may want to look at the currency strength, but looking at the index, looking at the indices. So now let's go back to trading view. Let me move this so you can see. And I just have the list of them right here so that we could see it easily. All right, go to charts. And I just put them all on one list and we can just look at each one. Now, we know that there are different trading sessions, right? There's the London session, there is the New York session, there is the Tokyo session, and there's the Sydney session. Is that how it goes? Yes, right? And they all overlap. And that's how come when it comes to the foreign exchange market, it operates 24 hours a day, because when one is closing, another one is already open and another one is opening. So it's just always going to be an overlap. So for 5 days of the week, like it's about to open in the next 2 hours, right? Well, close to 2 hours. So from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday evening till 5 p.m. Friday evening, Eastern Standard Time, the market is open, right? So if you're up at midnight, if you're up at 6 a.m., if you're up at noon, it doesn't matter. As long as the market is open, you can come in and you can trade. So let's look at the DXY first. And you can just start typing DXY and it will pop up and you can select it, right? So the DXY, let me move this so you can see. You see here, it says US dollar index. So This is going to show you what the US dollar is looking like. What is the sentiment of the US dollar? If I look at it on the 4-hour chart, what is the sentiment that we see? Mr. Dollar, can you tell me what do you see when you look at this? Does it look like the US dollar is going up? Does it look like it's going down? Does it look like it's moving sideways? A sideways market is consolidation. Just looking at it on the 4-hour, what do you see? Let's see, going up. Exactly. And so you can put a line so you can really see what Mr. Dollar is talking about. It's going up. Can you see that, Althea? That the US dollar, the DXY, is going up.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you know it's going up? Is it where the DXY is, where they have the green? I'm not
Okay.
sure.
How you know that it's going up
Well,
is, you see, I drew the trend line. You see the purple line I have drawn?
the purple line. Yes.
Yes. Can
Oh,
you
that
see
line going up. Yeah.
it is going up following, because I've changed it from a candlestick chart to a line chart. I
Okay.
think
Okay.
that makes it easier. You can see it's going up. So
So you
an
can tell
uptrend,
that from the line that is going up.
an uptrend means what? Higher highs and higher lows, correct?
Yeah.
And do you see higher highs and higher lows being formed here? Higher low, when it came back down, this is a higher low, right? This is a higher low,
That's gonna do.
because this is
Uh-huh.
higher than this previous one. Let me get, this was the first low. This is a higher
If
low. This is a higher low. Do you see it?
the blue,
Do you see the arrow that I have here?
yeah, uh-huh.
So this is the first low. Price
Yeah.
moves up, then there's a pullback. There's a new low. Is this low higher than this low?
Uh-huh.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that's a higher low. Then price went from here, it went up, it came down. So this is a higher low than this, right?
Yeah.
Price goes up. Now, price did break through, but it came back up. Sometimes there's a fake out, but a higher high, higher low again. So that's how you can determine an uptrend. When it's a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, it's an uptrend. For a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. We can look for a downtrend soon, but that's how you determine it. Is that clear?
Yeah. I gotta practice that.
Awesome. Thank you for your question. Thank you.
Welcome.
So now, once you've ascertained that the dollar is going up, so it's strong, that now means that anything that has the US dollar attached and the US dollar is the first currency or the base, price should be going up. Okay? Make sure you guys write that down. So anything that has the US dollar as the base or the first currency, price should be going up. You should be looking for buy. So this will be for those people who may be trading as a scalper. It's you're doing longer term trading. That's what you want to be looking for. All right. So based on this, if I'm going to look at USD JPY or USD CAD or what else starts with USD? I think it's just those two right off the top. I'm going to be looking for buys. I'm going to be looking for price to be going up, right? Now, anything that has USD as the second currency or the quote, I'm going to be looking for the reverse. I'm going to be looking for price to be going down, right? So, as an example, USD, GUSD. I'm not going to be looking for an upward movement. I'm instead going to be looking for a downward movement because the index says that price, the dollar is strong. So anything that starts with the US dollar, I'm looking for buys. Anything that ends with the US dollar, I'm going to be looking for sells. All right. So that is something that can be very helpful, because sometimes we can look at the chart and we don't know what we should be looking for. But if you just check the index right before you start trading, that can help you. So knowing that the US dollar is strong, if we look at USD JPY, we'd be looking for buys. Let me delete anything. Let me delete. Right. You'd be looking for buys. So if you now say, okay, I'm going to trade USD JPY, I know I'm looking for buys because the index, the US dollar index says that the US dollar is very strong. Anything that starts with it's gonna go up. That's what I'm gonna look for. Does that mean that I'm gonna come now to the chart and I'm just going to hit buy, bam? No. Support and resistance, right? So right now we can put that line right there. We can put line right here. We can come down on the 1 hour, right? Can put a line right here. And then you don't want to just enter the trade. You want to get a pullback, right? So once price is up, right, and close, you need to find a retest. So let's say price broke out and it closed above this level here, right? You need to get a retest. Now, some people may be really aggressive and come here. Me personally, I may want to look for price to come down here. I can set an alert, right? So I have this alert here. Price pulls back here. Then I can look to take that buy to the upside because I know that the sentiment is price is going up. I can have my stop loss. I can have my stop loss maybe here. Put it right here. Let's make that red. Right. So, and when I get my alert, I'm gonna wait. That's the scalper in me. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna look and see if it's gonna pull down a little bit more, then I'm gonna get in. Um, does anybody have any questions? I just been talking. No questions? Okay. So that's with the dollar, right? So when trading, you shouldn't be all over the board trading every single pair that's you see that comes up the top of your head. You just jump and trade. Choose one or two pairs and study them, get familiar with them, and then uh, get familiar with them. And it's like having a marriage. You want to court, you want to get to know the person, then you want to get married. And that's me and GJ. That's I really studied that, and that's what I really trade. All right. Now, Mr. Dollar, you were asking me about gold. So, with this information, you know that gold, the symbol for gold is XAU USD. Hold on. XAU USD, right? So, knowing this, we see USD is at the end of this thing, right? XAU USD. So since it's not USD XAU, when the index is going up, that means you want to look for sells. Does that make sense? That's the sentiment. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Right. And when it comes to scalping gold, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the DXY, you can look at it on the different time frames just the same. So I know you like to scalp. So if you're looking at it on a lower time frame, there it looks more like consolidation, to be honest. When let's change this color. Yeah. It's more consolidating right now, right? So, what I know is when things are trending up, you buy, you look for buys. When things are trending down, you look for sells. When things are consolidating, you can buy and sell. When it comes up top, you sell. When it comes to the bottom, you buy. So, me personally, I don't like to trade consolidation. I prefer to trade in a trending market. Better outcome for me. Um, so yeah, there's someone here, Spaccato. Welcome. Well, they don't have their audio connected. I don't know who Spaccato is, but they got the link. All right. So let me just remove drawings. What do you mean? He's here. He just doesn't have his audio connected. That's on him. That's not on me. Um, so yes. Any questions? Yeah, on the 15 minutes, it's more consolidation than anything else right now. Okay, well, he needs to subscribe to my YouTube. That's what he needs to do. Does anybody have any questions out there in YouTube land? Feel free to type it in the chat. I can read it and answer if you have any questions. But yeah, so the DXY is for the US dollar, right? Now, those of you who like to trade the London market like I do, GBP JPY is my favorite to trade. It wouldn't make sense to be looking at the DXY if you're trading London pairs, unless you trade in GBP USD, right? But otherwise, you really want to, if you're trading GBP pairs, you want to look at the B as in boy, BXY, right? So the BXY is for the British pound, right? And what do we see when we look at this? It's a downtrend. So, Althea, before I had asked the question, let's see if that's what it. Okay, yeah. I had asked the question, what do you see? And Mr. Dollar said he saw the uptrend, but now it's not an uptrend, it's a downtrend that we see. And how do we know that it's a downtrend? That question is for you now, Althea. How do you know that this is a downtrend? Outside of the fact that I have drawn the line there, so you see it, but how do you spot a downtrend?
Judge running for office was impeached over campaign
Because the
activities,
arrow
much less something that they said
is pointing down where this blue line, where the 124
and frankly, would set up a
6 is.
constitutional crisis not just in
On
Wisconsin,
you.
but in other states where they're using the courts to try and wield illegitimate
Did you
power.
hear me?
I can't hear you.
You and your Democratic colleagues have established a $4 million war chest to combat
You're
efforts
not saying
to
anything. All I
impeach
can
the
hear
justice.
is the TV in the background.
Yeah, I mean, it started earlier this week on Wednesday, and all the calls coming in.
Because where the line is,
Forget about the line.
okay, because where the it's in blue, where they have the 124.66 and the arrow is pointing down here. Did you hear me?
Forget about the numbers.
Uh-huh.
This is a high. This is one high. This is one low.
Yeah.
The next high, is it the same high? Remember with an uptrend, I had said higher lows and higher highs.
Yeah.
So in a downtrend, what would you be looking for? Here's one high.
The,
This next high, is it at the same level? Where is it?
no, that's down. Oh,
Right. So what kind of high is this? If this is the first high, this is the next high. What kind of high is it?
high and low.
No, that's for an uptrend.
Low.
It's a
Hello.
lower high.
A
In a
lower high.
downtrend, how you can spot it, you will see lower highs and lower lows. So this was the high, this is
Mm-hmm.
the low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You see that?
Yes. You look at the how the marking on the chart go.
Each high is going to be lower than the previous high. Each low
Each
is going to be lower than the previous low. And that's how you can know that it's a downtrend instead.
say
And
that
that's how
again. Each high.
it's going to be lower than the previous high. Each low is going to be lower than the previous low. Downtrend
Each high is lower than the previous high, and each
Lower
low.
high and lower low.
And each low is lower than the previous low.
Ah,
That's it. Are you hearing me? So it look like this
yes,
thing is
lower
free.
highs and lows for a downtrend.
Mm-hmm.
Is abortion. I want to talk to you about some of the reporting that dropped, I believe, on Friday. This effort by the Republican Party thinking about rebranding the term pro-life to kind of quote unquote fix.
So a downtrend has lower highs and lower lows. So I have a video about that, and I'm almost sure that you've watched video about that in economy. You need to go and revisit those videos to
Okay.
spot an uptrend. You need to see higher highs and higher lows. And for a downtrend, you're going to see lower highs and lower lows. And that's how you can tell. So if I'm someone who is going to trade the London session, it makes sense that I would look at the British pound index so I can know what the British pound has been doing. And oh, okay, the British pound has been going down. So therefore, anything that I'm trading that has GBP as the base, and remember the base is the first currency
Uh-huh.
in a currency pair. The first currency is the base, the second currency is the quote. So, for example, if I am going to do GBP, GBP, JPY, which one is the base in GBP, JPY?
GBP
GBP is the base
base.
because that's the first one,
Right.
and the quote
JPY is the code.
is JPY. So, since we know that the British pound, the value is going down, price is going down, right? The currency, the strength of the British pound is down. Anything that starts with GBP, I'm going to be looking for what? Would I be
Sell.
looking for buys or sells? Did you say sells?
Sell. Yeah.
You are
Because it's going
absolutely
down.
correct. You are absolutely correct. So GJ, I'm looking for sells.
Yeah.
GBP chef, I'm looking for sales. GBP AUD, I'm looking for sales. Anything that has GBP first, I'm going to be looking for sales.
That's if
Now,
it's going down.
because we see that the value is going down.
This one
Now,
down.
let me ask you another question. Euro GBP. If we look at the Euro GBP, which currency is the base here?
The Euro GBP.
Euro GBP base. Anybody? Dollar.
Hello.
I didn't realize I was on mute. And do you guys see my lips moving? And nobody said anything to me. I'm there talking. Um, absolutely, Mr. Dollar. Um, yes, euro is the base, GBP is the quote. So if GBP now is the quote, would we be looking for buys or sells for euro GB? Yes, boss doesn't answer. The question was, would we be looking for buys or sells? Would we be looking for buys or sells? Euro GBP. The British pound is going down. Would we be looking for buys or sells? Thank you, Evan. Thank you. And welcome to the call. Yes, we would be looking for sales because GBP is not uh no no, sorry. We would be looking for
C.
buys.
Yeah,
Oh,
bye.
we would be looking for buys. We would be looking for buys. But thank you for participating, Evan. Why we look for buys is that
The
the
GBP is
pound is
going
going
down.
down. So anything that starts with the pound, we're going to look for sales. So if it's ending with the pound, we're going to look for buys instead. I hope that is clear. Is that clear for you out there?
Can you go for that again?
Okay. So we just spoke about GBP, JPY, where GBP is the base, right?
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
also established that the British pound is going down. So anything that starts with the British pound, anything that has the British pound as a base, looking for it to go down. So we're looking for sells. So if we have something that has the British pound in it, but the British pound is not the base, and we have Euro GBP as the example, we cannot be looking for sales because the base is not GBP. So we're going
Yeah.
to have to look for the opposite of that, which is buys. Is that clear for you now?
That's because it's the British pound.
Is that clear for you now?
What I want to know is it because it's the British pound?
Is what because it's the British pound?
Okay. The British GBP is the code, and that is going down.
So I said that
So you
anything that has the base, and what is the base? Currency one or currency two?
one
Okay,
currency.
so in GBP JPY, because the British pound is the base or currency one, and we know that the British pound is going down,
Mhm.
we know that you'd be looking for sales.
So
In Euro GBP, is the British pound the base? Is the British pound the base? in Euro GBP?
No,
So therefore, if GBP is not the base, we're not looking for sales.
no.
So we have to
Okay.
look for the reverse. We have to look for the buy. Is that
Okay.
clear now?
Yes, yes.
Perfect, perfect. Make sure that you write that down. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Is that clear for you as well, Evang? Evan.
Yes, it's clear. It's clear.
Okay, awesome. Perfect, perfect. All right, so we looked at the DXY, the BXY. Let's take a look at, let's see, the JXY. For those people who like to trade the Tokyo session, the JXY is for the yen pairs, the Japanese yen pairs. So any now what do we see here? Same thing, right? Is this an uptrend or a downtrend?
An up trend.
It's an uptrend?
Yeah.
You said uptrend?
Yeah, I said up.
Okay. So based on what we covered, tell me why this is an uptrend. What do we look for an uptrend?
I was looking where this
What do we look for an uptrend?
when this the chart.
Forget about the chart. I'm asking you a question. I've covered it like 3 times already on this call. So I want you to tell me, what do we look for an uptrend?
It's now in category two, so we're expecting to be as a barrel this way today. What does that mean?
Does anybody want to help? Althea? No, that is not correct. In an uptrend, we're supposed to see higher highs and higher lows. Can't look for a sell in an uptrend either. So, yeah, we look for higher highs. You don't get the question. The question is, what do we look for in an uptrend? Higher highs. How do you spot an uptrend? Higher highs and higher lows. So, Althea, is that what you see here when you look at this? You said that you see an uptrend.
Okay. When I'm looking at the chart.
At this chart, do
Yeah.
you see higher highs and higher lows?
Is it at the top of the chart? I'm looking where
Does this look like an uptrend? Let me put the line in, the trend line in. Does this look like an uptrend now that I've drawn this line?
that's higher low.
So for an uptrend, you have to look for higher highs and higher lows. And when I look at this, here's a high,
And
here's
there's
a
a low.
low. Is the next high higher than this high? Is it higher or is it
No,
lower?
it's lower. So it's higher low.
It's a lower high.
A low. I'm a little confused sometimes.
This is the high,
Mm-hmm.
this is the low, this is a lower high because it's lower than this high. All right, let me do this. Here's the first high.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other high. Oh, here's the other high. Here's another high. Here's another high. Here's another high. Are you seeing higher highs or are you seeing lower highs? This is the first high. Is this high a higher high or a lower high?
This is a lower high.
And then is this high a higher high or a lower high than this one?
Lower high.
So for a downtrend, you have to see lower highs and you have to see lower lows. So here's a low. Let's change the color. Let's make the lows blue. Or actually not blue because that is blue. Let's make it green. All right. Here's a low. The next low is a lower low. The next low is a lower low. The next low is a lower low. You get the picture?
Okay, when it's a low low, it's when it's like
When it's
is
lower
it
than the previous low. So
okay?
this low, the next low is lower. So it's a lower low, lower than the previous low. That's what you gotta look for. Here's a look. Here's the high, low, lower high, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Do you see it? Let's change the color. I put it in orange. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Lower. There's the high, low, lower high, because it's lower than this. Lower low, because it's lower than this.
Okay.
The low, I mean, no. Let's move this down here. Low, and here, hold on. Lower high, right? This is a lower high, right?
Yeah.
This is a lower high. And then here, this is a lower low because it's lower than this low, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then this is a lower low because it's lower than this low, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the lower low. So this is how you can spot a trend. If you see lower highs and lower lows, what trend is it
If I
out there?
see
Lower highs and lower lows, what trend is it?
lower highs and lower lows, it's up.
Pardon me? Uptrend.
It's a
No, Evan, no.
down.
Lower highs and lower lows. The LH stands for lower high. LL stands for lower low. Lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. When we put our trend line in and put it here, what is this? Is that up or down?
This is down.
Is that you say it like a question? I need you to say it like the answer. Is it an uptrend or a downtrend that you're looking at?
Downtrend.
You say it like a question. I need you to answer, not ask a question. Is this an
It's a down.
uptrend or a downtrend?
It's a downtrend.
Thank you. That is how you answer. You answer a question. You don't ask a question. Okay. So yes, lower highs, lower lows, that is a downtrend, right? So if we're gonna trade the Tokyo session, you want to look at the Japanese yen currency index. And if it's saying it's going down, what does that mean? If the currency pair starts with the yen, would I be looking for buys or sells?
Sell.
I don't want you to answer a question with a question.
If the currency is going down, that should be a sell.
If the Japanese yen is going down, as we see it's going down here, then if I'm trading and I have a currency pair and hypothetically it's starting with the yen, JPY something, all right, let's put it here. JPY XXX. Would we be looking to sell this or would we be looking to buy this? Okay, Mr. Dollar, the yen, the value is going down. So a currency that starts with the yen, you're saying you would be looking to go up? Please explain. If the base is the yen and the yen is going down, you're saying we would be buying. Please explain. JPY. All right, I'm not getting anything. I'm getting nothing here. All right, so no, you would not be looking for buys if the yen is going down. Anything that begins with the yen, you're gonna sell it. If the yen is going down, any currency that has the yen as the quote, you're gonna buy it. You gotta reverse it. All right. So any whatever the index is, DXY, GXY, JXY, whatever it says it's doing,
Oh my
anything
gosh.
that starts, okay, I'm gonna need to put you on mute. Hold on. Anything that starts with that thing, whatever the sentiment is, that's what you're looking to do. And if it ends with it, it's the reverse. So um let me stop sharing and let me actually pull up the whiteboard. Can you guys see the whiteboard? Drop a 3 in the chat if you can see the whiteboard. Okay, perfect. All right, so let me write it here. All right. All right. For the DXY, if the DXY is on a downtrend, when the US dollar is the base, we buy. When the US dollar is the quote, we sell, right? For the DXY, if the DXY is on a downtrend. Now, the hold on, DXY, if the DXY is on an uptrend, right? When the US dollar, oh, okay, I made a mistake. Scratch that. Scratch that. When the DXY is on a downtrend, when the US dollar is the base, we sell. Sorry. I gotta erase. I gotta erase this. Let's start again. And you guys just there. Come on. All right. For the DXY. DXY. When the DXY is on an uptrend, when the US dollar is the base, we buy. right? When the US dollar is the quote, we sell, right? And what does that look like? When the US dollar is the base, example, USD JPY, we buy. When the US dollar is the quote, example, NZD USD, we sell. I hope this makes it clear. When the DXY is on an uptrend, when the USD is the base, we buy. And we know the USD is the base here because it's first. And when the USD is the quote, and we know the USD is the quote here and NZD USD, we sell. Is this clear? Hi, Joseph. Is this clear, guys? Okay, Mr. Dollar gets it. Althea, do you get it? Oh, perfect. Althea get it. Joseph gets it. Perfect, right? All right, so that's the DXY. And the DXY is the US dollar index. For the British pound, you guys know that I trade the London session. So that's the index I will look at. I will look at the British pound and I look at the US dollar index because I trade from London into New York. London starts at 3, 4 o'clock, somewhere around there. The New York session starts 8 o'clock. They overlap. London session closes at noon. And this is in my time. I'm in New York, right? So, right. So the BXY is for the Great Britain pound. And I'm going to do downtrend instead. So for the BXY, when the BXY is on a downtrend, right? When the GBP is the base, what are we looking for? We're on a downtrend. So when the pound is the base, are we looking for buys or sells? Pardon me?
I'm looking to sell.
Looking to sell, exactly. Perfect. Thank you, Josie. Right? Right. When the GBP is the quote, we're looking to do what?
Buy.
Perfect. Perfecto, Josie. All right. All right. Yes, Althea. All right. So, and let's see. When GBP is the base, We sell. Euro GBP. When it's the quote, we buy when it's in a downtrend. Take a screenshot, write it in your notes. This is something that can be really, really helpful, right? So when trading, one of the first things that I do is check currency strength. I may not necessarily look at the indices, the index as a scalper. I'm looking at livecharts.co or finviz.com so I can know the strength. But if you're trading as a traditional style, longer time frame, you will want to really look at this so you can get the sentiment, because we're retail traders, but the banks, everybody else, so many people trading, and the market is moving in a certain direction, and you want to know what the direction is, and then you can look for your setup understanding what direction the market is moving in. Because if the market is in a downtrend, you really don't want to be looking for buys, right? Unless you're skilled like that, you know. If the market is in an uptrend, you really don't want to be looking for sells. And this is something that can help you. I mean, I know that you can do your markups in trading view, but along with doing your markups, if you just pull things up, take a look at what the bias is, it can help. And I hope this was helpful to everybody. The call started with a couple people, but it definitely grew. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody that is here, if you already are not, I need you to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Rain on the charts. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys so you can see it. Subscribe to Rain on the Charts. Here I am. All right. Right now. I definitely do not want. I definitely don't want hold on. I selected it. Why is nothing happening?
I think his network. It will come.
All right. Well, I'll pull it up another way. Hold on. I like South Park, guys. Pull it up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, and that is going to be the link for this stream. So right now I'm live on YouTube, and you can definitely go back and watch this again and again. Watch it as many times as you need to. And I have tons of other videos. There you go. Right? So go ahead and subscribe, like the video, comment, and share it. I'm trying to get to 500. I know I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, but before I get to 1,000, I want to get to 500. So I need people to subscribe, and I need people to watch the videos. And in the comment section, if there are any questions, anything you want to share, something you want to teach me, I'm always open to learning. I know that I don't know everything there is to know, right? So feel free to say anything, PG, in the comment section, and I can get back to you. And if you want to learn how to trade for yourself, message me. I can hook you up with that as well. All right. I am actually going to log off on YouTube. So thank you everybody out there in YouTube land who has been watching. I know you have been silent, but you're here. I see you. Right. Thank you so much again. All right. Take care out there. Bye bye. Okay, guys. I think that was a good